Back when I was 11 years old with basically no friends, my older brother let me pick out a gift for getting good grades in school, and I chose 素晴らしいちんちんもの金玉の亀あるそれの音サルボボいえ忍者がいます Hey hey let's go 喧嘩する大切なもの Protect my balls 僕が悪い So let's fighting Let's fighting love Let's fighting love この歌ちょっとバカわけがわからない英語がめちゃくちゃ大丈夫 We do it all the time Hey hey let's go 喧嘩する大切なもの Protect my balls 僕が悪い So let's fighting Let's fighting love Let's fighting love I was a lonely kid, both emotionally and physically. I was at my uncle's one day, and his neighbor was one of my classmates. He told the other kids that I had a Japanese copy of the new Naruto game. This was when the manga was still new, and the anime hadn't aired yet here in the United States. So, I showed up to class with my Japanese game case, which looks incredibly distinct compared to the US one. As you can see, it's drastically tinier, and even has a slipcover. Definitely cute and portable. So, instead of spending my weekends alone, I finally had people from school visiting me to play Naruto. So I have this game to thank for helping me make friends as a kid. Naruto Gekito Ninja Taisen 4 was the last Naruto game developed by Eighting for the GameCube. If you've never heard of Eighting, you've probably played one of their games, the highly popular Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yet, this game shares more with a 3D fighting game like Tekken than a 2D fighter like Street Fighter. I don't think this game was ever released in the West due to the GameCube being out of date by the time the anime arrived, and the show wasn't far enough that they could show all the crazy ends of Part 1, so that's a shame. What was released was Clash of Ninja 1 and Clash of Ninja 2. But if you thought this game only gave you more characters and didn't involve the mechanics since then, boy would you be wrong, because this game is something special. You have sidesteps to punish your opponent's big attacks, taking back shots are unblockable, and the offense is honestly pretty simple. You have your basic attack and a unique attack button, and every character has different combinations of the two for their combo structure. Your unique attack is usually a long-range attack that did chip damage with varying degrees of utility depending on the character. Some characters had no projectiles at all, like Rock Lee, so his unique attack button simply gave him extra attack options. And characters like Kiba were able to call on his dog Akamaru, and Shino, well, he was able to use his bugs for some ground control. Using a direction with the attack changes the button's functions, almost like Smash Brothers. Like doing a back plus attack will give certain characters super armor, so you can mash out of your opponent's aggression by absorbing a single hit of their attack to start your turn. Someone like Kakashi pulls out his hentai magazine as a counter into his Senin Goroshi for his back plus unique attack, while someone like Naruto summons his signature Kage Bunshin. You have a chakra meter for both offensive and defensive maneuvers. Every character has at least one Ogi. It's a universal mechanic that the second hit of a basic combo can be cancelled into. But do experiment, as certain characters have other strings that are Ogi cancelable. Some characters will even have a second Ogi with the down direction, usually a more powerful jutsu like Naruto's Rasengan. Sometimes these moves won't even be a cinematic attack, but they do bring in extra utility by costing only 3/4 of a chakra bar, like Neji's Kaiten. While these don't do as much damage as a regular Ogi, there are more ways to combo into them thanks to a mechanic I'll cover in a later section. And finally, everyone's favorite anime mechanic. You can get a transformation installed with the back direction. Sadly, not every transformation is tied to this mechanic, and some are simply their own unique character. Naruto's Kyuubi aura is his install, while his one-tailed form is considered a unique character. One of the poignant reasons to combo into your Ogi is that it prevents your opponent from breaking out of your combo with a Kwarimi no Jutsu, also known as a K&J. It takes about 3/4 of your chakra bar, so you could either counterattack or be reset back into a neutral position. K&Jing into an attack gives your opponent a quick smash to the face. This is faster than any button you have, making it your fastest punish tool, but it does knock the opponent back way too far to really get much out of it afterwards. But be careful about whiffing this one, it could cost you. The safer version just leaves you in neutral, and if they use an attack that has a lot of recovery, well, be prepared to land big damage with a combo of your choosing. If you do it while they use a safe move, you generally won't get much out of it, and that's where, the more offensive version comes into play, because that will most likely punish it. Chakra is an invaluable resource in this game. You need it to escape your opponent's damaging combos. You can't play too defensively, however, or your guard will be broken and you'll lose all your chakra as you eat a fat combo in the process. So it might actually be a good idea to intentionally get hit so you don't get your guard broken and lose all your chakra. And while you're getting smacked in the face, you can K and J to lose 1/4 of a bar less and potentially swing the momentum back into your favor. And if you're too impatient to try and break your opponent's guard, well, you can just throw them into the sky and follow up with a juggle combo. There's so many ways to meter manage your chakra in this game. And now onto the biggest mechanic this game introduces, chakra cancelling. At certain points of your attack, you can spend 1/4 of your chakra bars and cancel your character's attack string and return to a neutral position. The obvious choice is to use this technique to extend your combos, but it can also be a way to try and bait your opponent from trying to K and J your combo if you're feeling like a true killer instinct champion. If you have more than one friend, there is a 4-player mode where you can play free-for-all or in teams. It gets pretty hectic and difficult to keep track of what's going on, but you will definitely get bragging rights if you can beat all 3 of your friends at once. Maybe you'll find an Ogi that covers part of the screen and make it so no one wants to play with the game with you anymore. In the versus mode, you can have gameplay modifiers like regenerating chakra and a whole bunch of other stuff that feels kinda crazy. And if you really want to embrace the Marvel vs. Capcom team battles, you can play the game's tag battle mode. You can now spend a portion of your chakra to tag in your teammate. Some characters just smack the opponent away, but some characters might launch them so you can start a combo. If you're low on life, you can even tag in a teammate for a save at the cost of some chakra. Fights can go on for a while because of all the extra characters, but you can unleash insane damage when all your characters have a full chakra bar. Spend it all and just dump a Team Ogi. This game was released almost 20 years ago, and I'm thankful not only because it was a fantastic game I was able to play with limitless replay value, because of how deep the game can be, but also because it gave me friends that were there for me throughout my awkward middle school and high school phase. And I know what you're thinking, and the answer to that question is yes, we were the weebs who owned the Naruto head protectors, but I was too embarrassed to wear mine in public, but one of us definitely wasn't. I'm not sure if that counts as cringe or confidence, but what I do know is that I don't know how I would have survived without them. And there's still people I see today on occasion. So, thank you Naruto, Gekito, Ninja, Tyson for leaving a positive impact on my life. 終わりだな。